Hey guys, it's me again, and as promised, I am making my video from my doctor's appointment. Now, I've been having so much trouble with making these videos that I'm getting a little bit irritated. Not trying to conceive videos, but this video in particular. I've done this video 5 times, not because I'm blabbering or making no sense at all, because the computer keeps giving me problems, and I tried doing a video on my phone, and I guess I ran out of space for videos because I have so many videos on my phone, so it stopped recording. So I'm so irritated because I've made this video over 5 times. So hopefully this is the lucky short, and I'm gonna try to keep it real short because I'm gonna get pissed if the computer screws up again. But I did go to the doctor today, and he didn't do nothing really. He just asked me what was the problem and why I wanted to see him, and when was my last period, and have I had any bladder infections since I had my daughter. So I answered those questions, and then he was like, okay, you need to come in on day 23 to take a blood test so that we could see if you've ovulated or if you've not ovulated. And if you've ovulated, we're gonna see if your tubes are blocked and if you have some kind of bruising on your pelvic that is preventing you from getting pregnant. Or if you're not pregnant, we're gonna have to figure out why you're not. I'm sorry, not if you're pregnant. And if you're not ovulating, then we're gonna have to figure out why you're not ovulating. Excuse me, sorry about that. I'm a little bit exhausted. So with that, I said, okay. So our meeting didn't even last 5 minutes. And every single question I asked was pretty much ignored, to say for the least. And I just got the response, after we do the blood test, then we will be able to tell. So every question I asked, there was always that, well, after we get the blood work, then we will know where to go from there and how to answer these questions. So it was not the best. I mean, I left the office feeling a little bit upset and disappointed because I was hoping for so much more out of the appointment. But I guess when you're trying to conceive and you have not been able to conceive and you're going to see a doctor for infertility, then the necessary steps is to start from scratch. You go in, he asks you what he needs to ask you, and then he sends you for a blood test. I guess that's how it is. I thought when you call and you told them that you were having fertility problems, the first thing they would do is immediately run tests on you to see what's going on. But apparently they're gonna take your blood work first and see what's the problem. So yeah, I mean, I was disappointed, but if that's what needs to be done, then that will be done. And then they gave me a cup for my husband to send some of his sperm to the hospital so they could see what his sperm count looks like. So he's not gonna be in town until the next 2.5 weeks. So it's just a waiting process till he comes home. But I told him that I needed him to get it done out there where he works so that he does not have to wait till he comes home, because when he comes home he's not even home for that long. So if he could get it done up, I I am so confused. That's what I'm saying. So if he could get the test done where he works at, like go to see the doctor where he works at, because he has a doctor down there. So he could go get his test done there and take his sperm to the hospital over there, and they will let him know, and then he will let me know, and that way I could just tell the doctor, so it's not a waiting process, you know. But that was pretty much it for the doctor's appointment. It was a 5 minute appointment, not too many questions answered, nothing really out from the appointment. I guess I just have to wait because day 23 for me is next week, Friday. And I told him, if my cycle is different every month, then how could I tell when I'm ovulating? And he's like, well, you could get one of those ovulation test kits or those test strips and take these to know when you're ovulating. And I'm just like, I did it in the month of February, but I didn't get any positive results. Like, I never got a positive. And he was just like, well, that's the problem. That's why we're going to do the blood work and we're going to go from there. So I said, okay. But, but my concern is, okay, Sorry, she's eating crackers, so she's getting off to go get a cracker, and then I gotta pull her up to get. It's just a process. She's so fresh. Sorry, I'm just adjusting this camera. But the only thing I'm afraid of is what if I'm ovulating this week and then when I go take the blood test next week when I'm not ovulating, it shows that I'm not ovulating, and then they start running all these tests on me because they think I'm not ovulating, and I might be ovulating. It's just that I took the test when I've already passed ovulation. But I don't know how the blood test works. I don't know if it still shows that you ovulated regardless of if you're already past ovulation or if you've not yet ovulated. I have no idea how the blood test works, so if anybody knows, they should tell me a little bit about it. But after not peeing all day today, around 3:30, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna take an ovulation test strip. Like from now until the day I have to go in to see the doctor, not the doctor, but to get my blood work done, I'm gonna start taking the ovulation test strips and see if I get a positive result. And I did take it, and here it is, and I'm so excited because see it. Oh, gee. I don't want to take it out of the bag. I know it's my pea strip, but I am ovulating, and they're both bright red. Shows that I'm ovulating. Like, could you guys believe it? I'm actually ovulating. I'm trying to get it. Okay, you guys could see. Yeah, I'm ovulating. Like, I tried. Like, I told the doctor I've never gotten a positive, and I took it today and I got a positive. And I'm just beyond excited. And you see, this is what I was trying to tell the doctor about my cycles. Not that it was constantly different. It's hard to tell when I'm ovulating because I only got my period like last week. Like, let me see my calendar. Sorry. Yeah, I got my period last week on the 13th, and my period ended on the 17th of this week, and 4 days later, no, I lie, my period didn't. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong day, but I got my period on the 13th. It left on the 17th, and the 17th was like around last week, and today I'm already ovulating. I don't know if that it's so confusing for me because I'm not a regular 28-day cycle. And where some people may say, but that's about right. It's just it. I don't know. I'm confused. Like, I really am confused. Like, I don't think people ovulate that early after your period leaves. It's usually like 2 weeks till your next period. When's my next? Huh. Well, according to the app, my period is supposed to come on the 6th of April, I think. But I'm so confused. My period left last week, and I'm ovulating this week. And I'm just trying to figure out, okay, if I was baby dancing with my husband every other day in February, and I ovulate like the week after my period left, then I should have gotten pregnant. Or maybe I think about getting pregnant too much. Like, I don't really know what's going on. Like, you guys, I'm just so confused. Even making this, I felt so confident a few minutes ago talking to you guys. Now that I'm looking at this calendar, it's like, oh shoots, I really am confused. Because my period left on the 17th, and today is Wednesday, and it says that I'm ovulating. Is that even possible? Do people ovulate that soon? But the ovulation test strip says that I'm ovulating, so I'm very happy about that. I wrote the date behind it so he could see, and I took it out of the bag so I could show you guys. And it's so hard to show stuff like that in the camera, but it says that I'm ovulating. Oh, two bright lines. It feels so good to see those lines truthfully. So I'm going to take this to the doctor's office. And they say that when you leave pee and stuff, sometimes the results may change. But I've taken many of those ovulation test strips, and when it says negative for a week. It didn't ever change. So I am going to take this to him so he could see, and I will take another one later. Oh, I feel so confused now. Oh my gosh, I feel so confused, you guys. Honestly. I wish I could go take that blood work on Friday. If I get, shoots, this is just so confusing to me. But anyway, I just wanted to update you guys about, my doctor's appointments and stuff. And pretty much that's how it went. Just ask me a few questions and I gotta go do the blood work. And then when I get that done and I see the doctor again, then I will update you guys again. But right now, that's all for now. I've not been having any intimacy with my husband because he works out of state. So we don't really get to see each other every day like some people who is trying to conceive. And maybe that could be the problem too. But I am very excited because in 2.5 weeks, I'm sorry, I sounded awful when I said that. I'm pretty sure when I sang that out. But in 2.5 weeks, my daughter and I will be moving with my husband. So we're gonna pack up this apartment and we're gonna move out. I'm so excited. You guys have no idea how excited I am. My husband has been working out of town for over a year, so we've been apart for such long periods of time, and now we're finally moving in together. It's very exciting. I'm pretty sure I could have moved in with him a long time ago, but I didn't move in with him because we have this apartment and our rent is like $800 and we signed a lease, and I'm just like, well, I can't just abandon this apartment and go stay with him. So, and I didn't have any intentions of moving out there with him just because I like my apartment. Like everything I know is here. Friends, church, and like everything I know is here. So just to pack up and leave to go where he's working was like, oh, I don't want to do that. But it got to a point where I was just like, you know what, I really can't do this no more. Like the separation, being away from each other, like it's just been really hard on us both. At first we were okay with it, but for the past few months, I think we've both just been very frustrated about the separation and the fact that we have to pay two sets of bills, two sets of rent. You could understand how it takes a toll on somebody and how frustrating it gets when you have to buy groceries that place and then groceries for this place, pay the rent for that place and pay the rent for this one. My rent is 8 something and his is way more expensive than mine. So it's like, it's too much. It's just way too much. So we're gonna be moving in with him in 2.5 weeks. And I'm so excited, and I hope that just being with my husband will make me less stressed and think about having a baby less, because we're gonna be together all the time now. So I just hope that it helps me in some way. So yeah, I'm just so excited. I just want to let you guys know that I got a positive for my ovulation test strips. So I really wanted you guys to see that, yeah, I got a positive. And if I take the test tonight again and it says positive, I think I'm gonna go do my blood work tomorrow and just be like, okay, I got a positive on my ovulation test strip, so I wanted to go in rather than wait for day 23 when it might say that I'm not ovulating. I don't know. So I hope that I get a positive later as well, but you never know. But I am excited because I have never got, like I said, I never got a positive when taking these. And the fact that I did get a positive, I am just beyond thrilled, honestly. So yeah. But thank you guys for watching. Feel free to subscribe, to comment, to ask questions. I will be listening. Thank you guys so much. And I will update you guys on my... I'm pretty sure the blood test will be take my blood and I leave. So when I go in to meet my doctor again, based on the results and all that stuff, I will update you guys again and let you guys know what's going on. Thanks for watching. Bye.